Hello everybody, this is Terry B, and today, different scenery. I am hiding away in my garage at the moment, so that is because I am playing with this Union 6 lever, which I do not have a key for. What I want to do with this is clean it up, so sort of refresh it, hopefully make a key for this. That is the plan for this video. So I have been watching a video by Rook Knight. I will leave a link to Rook Knight's channel in the description of this video. He does an excellent video on how to rekey one of these locks, so I'll be using tips from him. So thank you very much, Rook Knight, and yeah, let's get a move on. We'll go find some bits and bobs, get started, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, I'm back. I have managed to find a pile of little sort of wiry rod things, which look like they should be just right for what I need here. What I actually need is, I'll just trim these all up. So if I can, just get on camera. So they're all about just all the same lengths, really, ish. So I'll need 6 of these. There's 6 levers in the lock. So really struggling to cut this. There. So I'll cut these up. I'll get the 6 of them. And where I've cut them, the ends are actually quite, I don't know if you can, quite sharp and jaggy there. So I'll probably sort of sand them off, just get them all flat. And like I say, I'll need 6 of these. And then these little bits of wood should come into play, which I will show you what I'm going to do with once I get these sorted. So again, just flip that screen, I'll be back in a second. Alright, so I've got 6 pins that I'll be using. I've just tied them up at the end there. It was just a case of a bit of sandpaper and a quick rubbing down like that, all at the same time, just to get the jaggy edges off, for hopefully when they're pushing down on those levers. So next step will be take little bits of wood. Sorry, I just took you off camera there. So the pins should lie nicely in between this wood. And what I'm going to do is put a bit of tape on each side. That should just secure these in place for now. So save a bit of time. I'll do that off camera. So the power of the magic of film editing. I'll be back in a second. Okay, right. All I've done is stick a bit of tape on each end of there, just roughly. I didn't want that's not to hold these stable or anything. That's just to keep them in place, so they're not like falling, sliding out or anything. Because what I'm going to do next is use these little clamps. These will be the ones that I can keep these things in place. I think leave about, I don't know, this is all trial and error to me, so I'll just leave about that much out. And yeah, get these clamped up. Depending on the pressure is going to depend how easy these things move. So they are sliding around there. Once I get this one on, it should be sort of stable. I'm trying to do this through a camera lens as well, which isn't wonderful. This is a first for me to do this, to rekey or try and rekey anything like this. And it's also a first because I'm going to have to edit this video, and I've never done that before. So this could be very interesting and terrible at the same time. So that's all clamped up. Next, I really need to find some way to hold this and put tension on the shackle at the same time. So I'm going to have a think about that, and yeah, again, see you in a moment. Okay, I've had a think about the tension. This is what I've come up with. This is a couple of old chains. This one has a little screw catch on it. So what I'm going to do with this is pop this through here. It's probably a much easier ways to do this, but why not? Why not? I think in theory, if I open this, bench up a touch, and pop this in there. Oh, let's see, in theory, and I can put my foot through that chain, which, yeah, I can just gently give that as much tension, pressure as I like, leaving my hands free to play with the pinner. So I think we'll just get straight in there while we're here. I'll just move that camera down a bit. See, a little bit of pressure at first. I don't know how much pressure I've got to put on this, and then just sort of guide these in and out. Oh, wow, that just opened straight up there, and that is what they look like there. So I cannot believe that actually just opened up. I'm going to put that yep, that's crazy. Very carefully put that there, and just unhook that chain. That was crazy fast, Dad. I've never actually opened this before, so there we go. Absolutely crazy. Right, what's the next step? I'll have a think about this, and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, here we are back at the desk in the house. I don't think there's anything more I can do now that I can't do sitting down, so I'll just do the rest of the comfort of my desk. This is the impression I got from when I wobbled that into that keyway. This is the second attempt actually. You've seen the first one that's just been on. I didn't knacker this up, so I just did it again, and it was the same, straightforward. A couple of seconds, it was open, and that was the imprint, which now, if I line that up there we go, is now the key. So what, again, using watching Rook Knight, what he did was he took something, I don't know if it was JB Weld or something very similar, something like a resin putty, just mix it up in your hands there, and just wrapped it around the end there, which is what I'll be doing here. Once that's done, hopefully this will all stay together and everything will still work as it did. time will tell on that one. And then it's just a case of, it's quite awkward actually, it will just be a case of finding a way to cut a key from the impression of this particular thing that I'm making here. So hopefully that won't be too difficult, but I don't know what to use. I've probably got a bit of steel there, or maybe a bit of brass. I might make it out of brass actually. Might be nice that way. So yeah, I've just packed that around there. This stuff sets like really hard quite quickly, so I'm just going to leave that there for the next shot, and hopefully that still works in there by the time that's set, and then I can get a key cut from it. So let's move on again, and I'll see you on the flip side. So this is all dried up and we're getting towards the final stages here. I've given this lock a nice clean up there, nice polish. Let's go with my fingerprints now, but yeah, I think, is this a bit unusual as a steel one? I seem to remember all the other ones I've seen have been solid brass, but I may be wrong, I don't know. Just seems, from what I remember, they just always seem to be brass. But anyway, back to the key. This is the impression key, which it's all dried up, and as you can see, works nice. I put a bit of tape on here just to keep these from sort of fraying out, sort of spreading out, but it all seems to work fine. So this on here, I think it's time to get this up on a bit of brass, which I have a little bit of brass here. I decided to make it out of brass. I was going to make it out of steel, but I'm going to opt for the brass. So this is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to move the camera down slightly. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just going to draw around these with a fine pen the best I can. Hopefully this will be all that's required when it comes to it. Down the side. Okay. Don't know if you can see that there. I'm just going to blank some bits out. Bits that will be removed. Straighten things up. And let's remove these bits at the side there. Double check. Is everything lined up there? You know, I think that'll do. So there's this bit of brass. Turn that down slightly. Yeah, just got to get cutting, I think. Here's my tool. I will set about that with this, and hopefully at the end of this we'll have a working key. So again, be back in a moment. So here we are, and the final stage. This is it. This is the little key. You can see what I've done here. I've just smoothed all the edges off, give it a bit of a polish. So everything's looking nice. Let's see, I did clean this lock up. So this is it. I just want to say, like, this project's been such a fun one. As you can see, it works. I knew it would, obviously. I checked it before I made this video. Anyway, it has been a really enjoyable video, and I do recommend, if you do have one of these lying around without a key, then get out there. Really simple. So little tools needed, just make a little impression and thing, and you're away. Yeah, so again, I'd just like to thank Rook Knight for his video and tips on how to do this, and it's been amazing. So thank you everyone for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. I know I have. And yeah, thank you everybody. I'll see you later.